Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. So this movie starts off with the professor, the man that creates not just the ooze, but the mutants as well. Not those. These. And these. And them. And of course our lovely, happy, sort of, little family. Shady organization breaks in just as he finishes, looking to take the ooze formula for themselves to create weapons of mass destruction. Obviously. All of the experiments wind up vanishing right before the building explodes, and as the building explodes, the final vial of ooze gets dropped into the sewers. Fast forward 15 years, and the turtles, they're infatuated with the humans and everything pop culture, and they are ready to join the humans and become normal teenagers. But humans
are the demon scum of the earth. Avoid them, don't say hi. They lust to murder that which is different from them. To interact with them is to die.
After helping April O'Neil retrieve her property and realizing that she is willing to hear them out because they helped her, and after getting to know them and getting over the initial shock of the fact that they're giant mutant turtles, well, she befriends them. And the turtles realize if they can do this with the entirety of New York, they can get accepted and join society. So they go out to take down a new villain named Superfly. Of course, surprise, surprise, Superfly is the leader of the professor's original mutants, ready to create more mutants to take over the world, and thus be accepted. So, will the turtles join Superfly and their mutant brethren, or will they try to save humanity? Let's address the big elephant in the room, the art style. Spider-Verse, both the first and the second one, wound up changing the game in regard to animated movies. This is very stylized, it's very fun, and it even adds to some of the comedy in this movie, because of how weird some of these creatures look. And the other big elephant, the turtles. How do they act in this movie? Well, they act exactly like teenage brothers would. It's really fun to watch their dynamic on the screen, and they do actually retain their original cores. Mikey is still the fool and the jokester, even though all four of them have this quality. He even more so, I would say. Leo is still the leader, albeit not exactly respected throughout the movie by his other brothers. Raph still has his anger issues, and Donnie is still tech savvy, most of the time. The pacing of this movie tends to go a little faster, relying on your basic knowledge of how these characters work and the dynamic they bring to the table. And I will say that this pacing could have been slowed down just a little bit, because not only does it rely on your past knowledge of the Turtles franchise, there are a lot of dialogue info dumps, especially in the very beginning of this movie, where you literally have one character explaining to another character what the heck is going on. This includes the shady organization explaining why they're going to this guy's house and the battle plan, and then the professor explaining to his creations on why he created them and everything. But the two biggest issues I had with this movie, the character growth in this movie is practically non-existent. Well, I shouldn't say that. There is character growth in this movie, but there's no build-up for the character growth. It just kind of happens on a dime. And the fact that Leo has a crush on April, I mean, I understand teenagers and all, and the fact that you need a love story. Maybe they'll do something in the future because this does set up for the next movie, and I won't feel as bad about it, but as for now, it just seemed a little bit weird. So, with all that said, I will say that this is a solid B movie. If the trailers look fun to you, if you are a fan of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you're gonna have a good time with this movie regardless.